I was pretty happy with this video. Um, the Katie was a challenging subject, mostly because she likes to talk, and so it's not difficult to get her to say things. What's difficult is to sort through those things and have an opportunity to both digest them and clarify them with her. So it was somewhat difficult to slow her down and get that piece of reflection that that I think would have made the conversation perhaps more valuable to her. So I think I would like to spend more time slowing her down, getting her to reflect a little bit more on what she was saying, and perhaps clarify the purpose of having the conversation in the first place a little bit more clearly. I think that she was very engaged, and I think she perhaps heard some things that she hadn't heard herself say before. Things like how she felt about conflict, some of her feelings about her classmates, and some of the content I think perhaps surprised her a little bit. But I think there's a little bit more slowing down that could happen, and perhaps a little bit more reflection on the process and clarity around why she's not making decisions for herself as much as she perhaps could, or her relationship with her friend and what's happening for her there in terms of her own feelings and her own her own relationships. And I think I would like to explore the conflict issue a little bit more too, around what are your feelings about conflict? How would you like to be handling the conflict? What is conflict to you? Just maybe getting more of a definition for what that means for her. And that would have come a little bit later, I think. I like to spend a little bit of time getting to know the person, what their style is, what they're actually comfortable with. And 10 minutes is not very far into a conversation, especially with a younger person. So those are all considerations, I think, and goals that I would have in a future conversation. But all in all, I was happy with this conversation as the beginning of a foundation, but certainly did not feel that there were any particular resolutions to anything other than we started to talk about something that was obviously of great concern to Katie as a person, and Katie as a person getting along in the world with everybody else who's trying to get along in the world. And certainly adolescence is a difficult time. So those are my reflections.